Man, all these cables get in the way of my keyboard, so I can't really type right. Um, Big ass microphone. Alright, so let me try to see which one. This is the one I have the most images in, so I'll just use this. I'm in post and I go to edit, and then I wish I had a way to make a highlighter for my mouse cursor. So, you know, like some videos you can see where people do like a yellow circle around their mouse. When you're editing your post, you can see in the top right of it, you can see visual and text. A lot of times I just edit. Well, when you stay in visual, this makes it a little more like Microsoft Office or MS Word or whatever, because you can see the toolbar up here. You can justify text color, paste as text, you can format. When you scroll down, you can see my images. One way to do it is, well, I can go ahead and mess with it, because one thing too, if you notice at the top right, you'll see you have I've actually made 145 revisions to this article. That's actually how much effort I've put into it. But if you click on revisions, you can go back and change to later dates. So, like, if you ever mess anything up too bad, it'll often have it saved for you. But one way you can start adding images is, well, I think I saw that you already had one. So you can go to add media at the top and upload files. So what I did was I went to add media, and the media library here, this is what you already have saved on your server. This is all the stuff that you have uploaded already. Upload files. When you select files, you can upload from your hard drive right here. So, and you can do that when you're in the visual part. You see how I'm clicked on the visual part. So when you click on text, this is where you see all the HTML. This is more like coding it yourself, but a lot of people encourage you to go over here, especially like when you, like, let's just say I want to move these two pictures right here. Let's just say I want to move them to the top. You can just click and drag it, I think. So yeah, you can just click and drag. So the visual thing's pretty advanced now, but you can click on the image and you can align left. You can no alignment, align right, no alignment. I can swap them back and forth. So you can click and drag a lot of things, but also you can just go over here and you can find it in the HTML. Let's see. Alright, so you probably remember a little bit of HTML. href. This is just your link. Anytime you see href, that means this is the link. A while back, I think I told you that I was cloaking my affiliate links to make them more readable and a little better for, just better for the eyes. If you actually look at this link, like, you can see that /product/StrideX2, it actually goes to Amazon. And you see the URL at the top. This is what it would normally look like. All this gibberish at the top, like B00. Before you cloak it, and actually, you see how this is what it actually normally looks like. This is when you would make an Amazon link, but I cloaked it, made it look like this. But anyway, here's the image. So you can just go in here and you can copy and paste. Let me erase this MBP, this right here. So I can just grab this section of HTML and just cut and paste it somewhere else. Like, I'll paste it at the top, and then when I go back over here, you see it's at the top of the article. So you have a few different options. Where did I have it? It was, I think I had it right here. Yeah, so the visual thing's pretty, you can do a lot from in here. You can actually get plugins to add things to your visual toolbar, but a lot of times you'll just want to click over to text and do things from in here. Sometimes it's a little easier this way, because while the visual part's good, it's just nothing actually beats being able to manually go in and do whatever you want to do in the HTML part. But the visual part's pretty good, because, I mean, It's a lot better than it used to be. Like back in 2008, it was pure trash. But one thing you'll see too is these. Let me see if I can find them. Like when you see the headings here, like you see this is big. This is big for a reason. I didn't just change the font size. Like when you see the best pore minimizer products, this right here, this is a keyword that I'm targeting, right? So this isn't my major keyword, but let's say I am targeting this keyword, but let's go to, I'm not going to be very high on it yet. I'm probably, I think I'm like page 6, which I'm actually pretty happy about. Yeah, here I am on page 6. This isn't the ideal way to find out what your rankings are. There are tools to do this for you, but because if you look yourself, it's going to give you personalized results. But it's pretty accurate right now. I'm somewhere around page 6 for it. But what you do is, when you look over here in the text, when it was right here, right, the best pore minimizer products you need, I have it surrounded in H2. These are H2 tags. There's H1, H2, H3, H4. Okay, you see like H3 right here. The smaller you go, the smaller the or the higher you go, the smaller it gets. So like H2, this is H1 is the biggest. The H1 is actually what you see when you do, like let's say you go over here and here's the same article. See at the very top, this is the H1. H1 is really important. You're not actually, so pretty much all your subjects, all your titles of your post, those are going to be your H1s. H1s are what tells Google what your main topic is going to be. So I actually have it up here too in my subject. So this is the subject. So that's going to be in an H1 tag. So always try to have your post, like whatever keyword you want that to be in the subject, and then you want to kind of structure it with H2 and H3s after that. I'm trying to think of any other quick tips. Looking around, I'll show you what plugins I have. I'm not going to save this. Just going to leave page. The plugins I'm using are Google XML Sitemap. This is good. Better Analytics. I would definitely go ahead and get Better Analytics. This is really good. And Updraft Plus. This is really good. This does backups for you. This will actually, Updraft Plus will actually let you put your Dropbox username in, and it'll do a weekly backup for your website, and it'll save it to your Dropbox. That way, if anything bad ever happens, it's saved in the cloud somewhere, so you don't have to worry about it. But back over in the post, let's see. Also, when you want like when you look at this post, you see how it wraps around, like it kind of puts the picture into the left alignment of the paragraph. When you do that, you usually want to put your picture at the very beginning of the paragraph. Like let's say you try to cut and paste it here. It'll probably end up damn it, I didn't mean to update that. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's go to the right article. And while it looks okay on desktop, it's going to look bad on mobile. And I figured that out the other day. So, like, it kind of looks okay here. I mean, it's not right, but like if you look at this on mobile, it's all chopped up and ugly looking. It's gonna be like right in the middle of a sentence or something. So, anytime you want it to align around, anytime you want your paragraph to wrap around your image, you just make sure you put the image at the beginning of the first sentence. That way it'll look right. And this is your featured image. I think I showed you this one time, your featured image. That's what you see on the home page. So all of these things, like this picture, this picture, this picture, this picture, these are the featured image for your post. So you can click on this and change it to whatever you want to change it to. Actually, the format thing here, this is a little different per theme. Like the format where standard, audio, aside, chat, just kind of depends on how your theme handles it. And the Firebug thing, let's say, I'll show you how to use inspect element. Like let's say you're trying to optimize an image or something and you want to know exactly how big it's going to be. You just right click, like let's say that you tried to make this image right here about the safe tanning thing, but when you set your featured image and you post it and you come over here and your text isn't on the screen or something, and it's like you got to find out what size you need it to be, you just like right click on it, click inspect, and when you hover it, let's see, yeah, so you can see when I hover it, it'll tell you at the top, you'll see 720 by 517. That's the actual pixel size of that picture. 720 wide, 517 high. So, like if you were working on this particular theme, you would know that the main image up here is always going to be 720 wide, 517 high. If you wanted to know how big these are, you just right click, you go to inspect element, and you can see it's 345. It'll put a little box at the top of it'll say it's 345 wide by 172 high. These images over here in the sidebar, you see how this one I should optimize it because the one at the nose is cut off, it's not properly sized. It's because you can see the other three are blocks, but the one here, I have this one messed up. So normally it looks like they're 80 by 80 pixels, but for some reason this one is 80 by 40. I don't know what happened there, but I probably should fix it, but it's not a big deal right now. My logo is an image. If you right click and inspect it, it'll tell you my logo is 275 wide by 60 high. There used to be I don't know where it went. There used to be a magnifying glass that you could click on and let me reopen it. Inspect. That's not it. I don't know, they changed it a little bit since I last saw it, I believe. Trying to see if there's any other tips. I don't know, that's all I can think of right now, but I can turn it back on and show you anything if you have any other questions.